Hola, I'm Debbie Simos with Wayside Publishing, and I'm going to take you on a quick walkthrough of our AP Spanish Literature and Culture program so you can get a glimpse of what teachers love about Azulejo. Azulejo's standards-based curriculum simultaneously emphasizes context and themes and engages students in high-level analytical thinking as it prepares them for success in the AP Spanish Literature and Culture course. The program uses a thematic approach to introduce students to representative texts from Peninsular Spanish, Latin American Spanish, and U.S. Hispanic literature. These include short stories, essays, plays, novels, and poetry, all the genres that they'll need to excel on the exam. The introduction of themes offers students opportunities to make connections and comparisons across disciplines, time periods, and cultures to assist them in gaining insights into the many voices, historical periods, and cultures that are represented in the required readings and in other texts. Azulejo is divided into units that progress chronologically. Through readings and discussion, students go beyond simply studying the historical context in which the texts were written. They step back in time and contemplate how the circumstances, events, and culture of the time shape the author's frame of reference. They consider how authors perceived, engaged, and influenced their world. Each chapter begins by building this historical and sociocultural background. This is followed by one or more units that make logical comparisons around the works of several authors. Every selection within the unit begins with specific background information about the author's life, influences, and literary style. This is followed by reading and discussion questions that provide higher order thinking. There's a series of activities to engage students more deeply with the text and develop those conceptual understandings and ideas that are the building blocks needed to produce quality written and oral presentations. At the end of each unit, Azulejo engages students in deep, meaningful reflection of the major themes. They wrestle with the essential questions, form ideas, and they draw connections. Vocabulary is glossed within the readings, and students can also access it in the appendices, both in the Vocabulario General and in the Terminología Literaria. Additional vocabulary practice is provided in our online platform, the Learning Site, so students can grow in proficiency while they're preparing for the AP exam. Students are supported with AP-style practice items and assessments for every piece of literature. In addition, they have quizzes on literary terminology for each unit. They have short practice quizzes, including interpretive listening, reading analysis, and free response. There's also a simulated AP exam composed of multiple choice reading analysis and free response questions. There's text and art comparison short answer, text explanation short answer, and 2 essay questions. All of these assessments have online components and options for completing and submitting them electronically. The quality, quantity, and the variety of practice makes your job easier and sets students up for success. Azulejo provides a number of resources to help students access, dissect, and interact with the readings. In the appendices of the student text, there are suggestions and guidelines for interpreting poetry. There's the glossary of literary terms that I mentioned, an overview of the readings that aligns with each of the themes, and there's ample support for writing the essay portions on the AP exam, which we know is critical for our young writers. Supports abound for the teacher too. In the teacher edition of Azulejo, all the notes are there for you, along with the sample answers to the discussion questions, and this is so helpful for guiding you and facilitating discussions with substance. In the appendices, there are guidelines and suggestions for teaching how to address the analytical essay, how to score the essays. There's a tool for helping students acquire vocabulary called the Autoprueba, and a suggested course syllabus. The Learning site offers resources such as audio transcripts, answer keys, and editable exams. Wayside offers a robust online learning and course management system, the Learning site. It connects teachers and students to a plethora of digital resources and to one another. It's made up of two components that flow seamlessly one to the other. The Flex text has all the same layout and content as the hardcover textbook. Jump right to the desired page by clicking on it in the table of contents. Students can easily navigate between the historical context section, the literary work, and the accompanying actividades. The green compass icon directs you to related content in Explorer, which makes moving between the Flex text and Explorer seamless. The responsive Flex text allows users to highlight and annotate text, a great support for students as they make historical, cultural, artistic, and literary connections. Explorer is the heart of our learning site. It's where all the digital resources are housed: videos, audios, actividades, PDFs, and more. Under the Content tab, there are resources that accompany each reading, along with additional practice and assessment items, and AP-like unit assessments. In addition, there are general resources to support teachers and students alike. Tasks and assessments are easily assigned to students and then accessed via the Assignments tab. Students can review their progress under the Grades tab. Each chat has a classroom called the Classroom Forum, where they can continue conversations outside of class. This is a fantastic tool to build your online classroom community and generate virtual discussions. Students can upload audio, video, or print files right into the forum. They can view one another's work, make comments, and pose questions. So hopefully this gives you a flavor for how Azulejo provides ample opportunities to practice and cultivate the skills and habits of mind that students need to get that 5 on the exam. Azulejo will give your students an edge by molding them into inquirers, researchers, analytic thinkers, readers and writers that are able to step into the era and the literary work that's set before them, make those cultural connections and literary comparisons with a variety of genres that represent the vast spectrum of Spanish literature. At every step in Azulejo, our overriding objective has been to encourage students to acquire the lasting habit of reading literature with understanding and joy, and gaining a deeper appreciation of the various Hispanic cultures and people over time. Wayside is positioned to be a powerful partner, supporting you to achieve your mission as world language teachers to promote bilingualism, biliteracy, and cultural competencies through standards and proficiency-based teaching and learning. Our programs and our individualized professional development will help your district realize its vision of being a progressive global leader in education, providing dynamic and inspiring learning experiences where all students graduate ready for success. I invite you to explore the learning site for yourself and discover the Wayside difference. If you don't already have a review account, we'll be happy to set one up for you. Thank you so much for your time and interest today, and also for your commitment to students. From all of us here at Wayside, we wish you and your school community the best. Bye-bye.